Thank you so much. It's such a pleasure to be here. It's my first time in Michigan at the university, so thank you for welcoming me, and the event is just amazing. So to get started, let me slide share. Okay, so just let's start with the concept of surprises, right? So it's a concept that was introduced in the climate science by Steven Schneider. I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name correctly, but it basically says that we don't control what happens in nature, right? We just know that there's a lot of variables, but we don't know what's going on outside. And with the current, let's say, global warming or whatever is going on, surprise is going to be maybe not that surprise. So we're going to start having such events in more common way. And one of them happened in this region over here. It's the south of Brazil, close to Uruguay, which is Rio Grande do Sul. So for 30 days between April and May 2024, the state was basically impacted by intense rains. 90% of the municipalities of the state, they were affected by the rain, which is an area equivalent to the United Kingdom. So we have like almost 600,000 people displaced and almost 200 deaths. So just to give an idea, this is what it used to be, and this is the floated in this region. So we got like cities and cities under the water. This is the first time that happens in this region, at least that we could possibly map. To get things worse, we don't only have this phenomenon, but the fake news was make it more difficult for the authorities to take control of the situation. So fake news always existed in Brazil, let's say all over the world, right? But internet has made things even more difficult. And misinformation is spreading quickly, and it makes like even harder for the authorities to work. So let's go straight to what was the methodology, right? So it started by identifying what are the fake news through media, fact-check agencies, government reports, and so on. So we identified 55 stories. And then through that, I've collected 417 posts. And then we have a data analysis composed of three main sources. The first one, the content of the post, the metrics, the impact, and then the user comments. So basically the data collection went through Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. So these unique stories, they were categorized in 11 categories, from casualties and specific incidents, governmental interference with ads, donations, and external supports. So we got fake news from government is blocking donations to taxis, boats and helicopters prohibited from rescue operations, to Beyonce is criticizing Madonna for hosting a concert in Brazil. So it was like very chaotic the way that information was being spreaded. And I think that the most difficult ones were related to blocking or misappropriating resources. And there was, it's difficult to say, but it looks like there was an agenda to disrupt, or at least to erode the trust in the current government. So the fake news, they were classified into spreading and reporting. So spreading was basically fake news that was emphasizing the current misinformation, and reporting was posts telling the opposite and just denouncing those fake news. And what we realized is that most of the spreading stories were happening on TikTok and on Facebook and Instagram, what happened the opposite. And we have like this chart here. For the spreading, we can see that most of those comments, they came from TikTok in terms of like, share, comments, the interactions in general, and the number of posts visualized as well. For the reporting, most of the posts, they came from Facebook. I have 2 minutes, okay. So here, one thing that we also realized, especially on TikTok, was the role of AI in producing those those audios and also the pictures that were spreading over there. One interesting thing is that Brazil does it's pretty. WhatsApp is the most, let's say, it's more popular than text over there, and we realized that some of the audios that were spread on or on the WhatsApp groups, they started to invade TikTok as well. On Facebook, for example, some of the reports, some of the posts that were posted over there, they were denounced and they were taken off. In TikTok was the opposite. The volume and let's say, it was happening very faster than we're expecting, mostly due to AI. And how the users reacted to it. So there was this sense of hopelessness. So people, they pretty much they couldn't do anything due to this problem. And there was a strong correlation with, there was a strong association with religions. So most of the users, they are talking about, so this Deus means God. And most of them, they are talking about, okay, so there's nothing we can do, so let's rely on religion, which is, I mean, I'm not saying that religion is not important, but there was no fact check. It was basically this sense of hopelessness, of being hopelessness due to the situation. And that's pretty much it. Thank you so much.